The trailer for Adventure Time side quest released about 2 weeks ago, and I'm not really excited about it. Don't get me wrong, am I happy that Adventure Time has stood the test of time? Absolutely. I never thought that the show that started in 2010 would still get new releases 16 years later, let alone have the fandom it does. But I am a bit confused about the direction of the show. Side quests put our favorite duo back in the spotlight, Finn and Jake. While Finn took a backseat in Fiona and Cake Season 1 and was one of the characters the plot centered around in Season 2, Jake has been absent since Together Again, so it is nice to see them together again. The series description is as follows. Adventure Time side quest takes the Adventure Time franchise back to the early days, when Finn was just a kid, excited to fight monsters and go on epic quests with his best buddy Jake. In standalone episodes, our heroes take on classic Adventure Time villains like the Ice King and reconnect with standout side characters from the original series. For some, that description might sound great. Standalone episodes that focus on the adventures of a boy and his dog, like Season 1 of the original show. And that's exactly the concern I have. To me, this comes off as a major series regression. After Season 2's two-part finale, Adventure Time grew from being a simple episodic show to one that was semi-serialized. Even in episodes that didn't seem like they progressed overarching plots and narratives, we got world building and more lore. And don't get me started on the several mini-series like Stakes, Islands, and Elements. Adventure Time simply wasn't about the adventures of a boy and his dog anymore. We learned about the tragic backstories of characters like Marceline, Simon, and the humans of Ooo. We met characters of grand importance to the universe, like Prismo and Gull. We even expanded into the multiverse. So why take steps backwards? In my opinion, Fiona and Cake was the next logical step for the Adventure Time series. If you've seen my Adventure Time sequel review video, you'll know I have a respect for Fiona and Cake for not only establishing an entire new world of characters, but also expanding the lore of the original series. I believe that prequels, sequels, or spin-offs should all look to achieve this. Check out that video if you haven't seen it, and be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn those notifications on so you can stay updated on what we do. Back to what I was saying, Fiona and Cake made sense, and they took the same approach to storytelling that late Adventure Time did. An overarching plot, expansions to lore, and using moments not connected to the narrative to further develop or reinforce characters. That's why I think it's as successful as it is. Now looking at side quests, I just don't know how it's gonna achieve what other Adventure Time sequels did. Taking place early in Finn and Jake's life, there are things that just can't happen given to when that point is in the timeline. Marceline can't interact with Finn and Jake, as they first met in OG Adventure Time. Finn won't have any sympathy for Ice King, as he doesn't know he's Simon. No one besides Marceline at that time does. We likely won't see cameos from characters like Susan, Billy, Prismo, the Lich, or others we've come to know as important to the overall universe. I know that's making a lot of assumptions about what can or can't happen, but each sequel to OG Adventure Time has been mindful to the timeline and lore, so I have no reason to think side quests won't be either. On the flip side, I could be surprised. Maybe side quests will try to explain future events. In the trailer, we do see Bubblegum asking Finn and Jake about the King of Ooo. Maybe we'll learn what makes her hate him so much in the series later, but I'm not holding out too much hope on it. Overall, while I'm happy we're getting more Adventure Time, I fear this is the wrong move. Recently, more shows have been getting either revived or spin-offs that are streaming directly to Disney Plus and Hulu, and I've noticed some of those shows that have done this have reverted the status quo of the series back to earlier times. And before someone says it, I know we got the concept for side quests long before the trailer, but it's not the concept I'm worried about, it's the execution. I definitely plan to check side quests out when it releases and hope to enjoy it. I do hope that Fiona and Cake Season 3 does get greenlit or some type of news. With Marshall Lee meeting Hudson Abadir in the finale, I'd hate to not see that followed up on, or maybe a surprise Shermie and Beth announcement. What are your thoughts on Adventure Time side quests? Are you excited, not interested, or waiting to see what the show will be like? Be sure to comment below and let me know. If you enjoyed this video, check out some of my other Adventure Time content as well, and consider subscribing to the channel. Your support helps keep us moving. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time, and remember to keep on keeping on.